Hey, clickety clackers, it's CrazeWay, and today Sleepy and CrazeWay are doing stupid shit. So, General Insomnia has just arrived at this waste of time. You don't seem to be at your post, Doctor. Hello?
Greetings, General.
Professor. It appears that I am breaking the rules.
It's quite alright.
Now, where is this project of yours? You know, you have yet to provide me any explanation to why the military should have been funding you for the last 15 years. I'm sure the Plague Brothers could use it much better.
If you choose to divulge your research and funding to those morons, by all means, go ahead. But you want results, don't you?
They already gave me bombs big enough to destroy planets that both disappeared under strange circumstances.
Of course. Right this way to our main laboratories. What we have here are a collection of some of the finest works we've made in the past week. Starting at the back here, we have energy cores capable of powering a space station for up to 3 months. This orb you see before you, containing all of these spherical rings, well, I'd like to call this project the anti-gravity well, but in a sense it's simply a dimensional lock. It keeps teleportation technologies from being active.
I like this device. We'll come back to that.
This over here is an alien life form we scoured from one of your expeditions. We've been poking and prodding at it for a while. It appears to be capable of releasing a noxious gas. However, we haven't been able to manifest this gas in our own lab. We've only been able to synthesize similar compounds. Simple chemicals. We're working on a sort of super soldier serum. A response to
I had a super soldier
experiment.
program. Bishop
I read.
didn't do too well.
No. Lastly, we have here matter prisms. Simple objects that, when held, can produce something akin to 20 years worth of supplies at any given time. Food, weapons, you name it. Of course, this all pales in comparison to our latest project.
Your greatest project, you say?
With hope. Right this way. This here is Project G01.
That is a child. No, I don't know if you think this is some sort of fun little joke or prank.
If you would please wait your time, I will explain to you the project. We read your reports on your unfortunate failure with Operation Fulcrum.
My failure? That was Bishop's failure. My misjudgment.
Very well, then. Regardless of the eventude of your project, we believed we, here at Infinitum, could do it better. I believe we've achieved that. Although, in some small rapport, I am afraid that she's nowhere near the requirements for field deployment as of yet.
How long have you been creating this child?
15 years. Originally, it was a test to see if we could splice demonic DNA with Malafreans.
Demonic?
Yes. I believe it worked, as you can see, but now we've aimed our goals at something much higher, much greater.
Why is this chair just freaking out?
I don't know. In any case, she's capable of a 98% efficiency rating, higher than most soldiers we put her against. Combat simulations have proved that she has an overall success rate of 99.8%. I believe that the lack of a certain 100% ranking is due to her age and her mentality. She is only 14 years of age, Correction.
Celsius 15.
14 mentally, 15 biologically.
Does it have a name beyond G01?
I believe it refers to itself as Alessa, but that's all I care to call it. It's
So it has
unfortunate.
no relationship with you in any means.
She calls me father. I have little care for the honorific title as long as her results are adequate.
Whatever this is, I will test it myself with a certain inquisitor that I know all too well.
Very well. Then I shall not waste any more of your time. I'm sure we all are very busy.
No, I've decided I don't want to fund this little crappy lab out in the middle of nowhere anymore.
I see.
I've decided that you and anyone I deem smart enough will be, coming with me instead. The rest will have to, well, I can't have anyone knowing personal, important documents, you see.
Of course. Please feel free to deal with any of the other doctors in this facility. It's unfortunate, but those buffoons, they couldn't tell their ass from a hole in the ground.
Professor Callidus, I am entrusting you to create a proper research team for Infernum. Keep in mind that whoever you fail, I will hold you personally responsible for every single one of their failures.
I assure you, under my leadership, there will be no failures. Scientists that fail are not scientists. They're frauds. And I do not deal with frauds lightly.
Good. Zahn will be very pleased. I will send a shuttle for you and that shortly.
Very well.
In the meantime, I want to know that anti-gravitational weld, or whatever it is you call it. You said it stops people from teleporting.
In a sense. It can only be powered for a short time, but we are currently working on making the power surge last about 20% longer.
So tell me, is it a problem with the device or a problem with the power input?
The power input.
What if you had something large enough with enough electromagnetic output to last indefinitely?
I believe that it would, in theory, continue on forever.
What if
until it is shut off?
Connected it to, say, my ship, the Insomniac?
I believe the power source would be capable of running it indefinitely, but that would pose a risk with interfering with ship systems. Several modifications would have to be
Would
made.
I be able to create a field to stop?
Of course.
Oh, this just gets better and better from reports I've been getting. Of course, I'll need more time to study. Opponents, you wouldn't understand. War isn't something, an art form you take liberties in, I understand, but to me, well, that's not important. What's important is that I am quite pleased with what you've done here.
I offer only results.
Yeah, well, I hope you continue to not to disappoint me, because now that you'll be working closely with me on Infernum, you'll be working closely with others, such as Zahn as well, and they too don't like disappointments.
Of course.
As for this child, Zahn will see to it that it's adequately put to its potential for the time being.
I am eager to see the results.
You have 3 days to take what is important from here and destroy the rest.
Understood.